No, I have no reason for the candlelight except to be witchy. It's a pink candle with two flames. What does that mean in which world? I don't know, but I didn't buy it because of the two flames. That's just what they had at the store. Get this hair down. I've been at work. I was at work for 10 hours today. Put on a little event today for the kiddos where they got to decorate flower pots and plant seeds and have some little cupcakes and whatnot. That made me happy. Then some other not as fun things happened today, but yeah, I shouldn't bitch about specific work stuff in public, I would imagine. So I don't. And I try to stay positive on here mostly, so yep. Happy Friday to everyone, to all these single moms sitting at home, such as myself, to everyone who's not out being social on a Friday evening, who is looking at their phone instead, for whatever reason. Whatever reason you might have. Some of us don't like going out. Some of us don't have people to go out with. Some of us have responsibilities. Some of us are ill. We're not all out partying on Friday nights. So I thought I'd hop on and see if anyone wanted to chat. We'll see if anyone shows up. Yeah. But yeah, I had a long day. Oh, and I'm dying to talk shit about some things, but I shouldn't and I can't. Is this what being a grown up is? Yeah. Hey, Dover King, or Dodger King. Sorry, I read that wrong. How you doing on this lovely Friday evening? Here's my candle. It's just not so bright. You broke your leg. Oh my gosh, that's why you're home on a Friday night. The camera's so dim. Gotta pick it up to read it. Hey, Answorth. Hello. I had to brighten the screen up. I just felt like lighting a candle. Hey, Brian. Hello. How is St. Louis treating you? I'm in Minnesota, in case you can't tell from the accent yet. Yeah. Hey. Sorry about that. I know it's annoying. How is everybody this Friday? Are you alone or are you lonely? That is the question. You know. My hair looks a mess because I just took it down from being up all day. Both. Yeah, I feel you. That sucks. You know, I'm currently more just alone than lonely, but that could flip us like at a switch at any second. You never know. Oh, I'm sorry, Answath. It's better than, well, sometimes I feel like being lonely is better, like by yourself, is better than being lonely with someone. Like, that's a lonely feeling when you're with someone, but you still feel alone. So at least you're not feeling that. You're a chef and you're 53 and your cat tolerates you as a roommate. That is very interesting. I'm a peer recovery specialist. I work with people coming out of addiction, families particularly is what I do. And I am 43 and I currently have no pets unless you count a teenage boy as a pet. Teenage boys, man. What are you gonna do? I don't know. I don't fucking know. Yeah, 2 months and 5 years. That's wonderful, dude. I am proud of you. That is a long time. I do believe that is what's called long term recovery. So congratulations to you, sir. 2 grown sons. Mine is not yet grown, but soon to be. Soon enough to me as a mom, anyway. I'm like, oh my God, it's coming quick. Yeah. And I'm like, I gotta enjoy every second. But then my kid is like, Mom, I'm playing video games. Leave me alone. So, yeah. Yeah. Ah, Michigan, eh? The only place, well, I guess there's a couple places I've been in Michigan. I've been to Traverse City. An ex boyfriend of mine's baby mama lived in Traverse City, and we would have his son like a third of the year, so we made many trips back and forth to Traverse City. And then also when I was younger, I did drive through Detroit one time, and that scared the shit out of me, you know. But yeah, it did. I'm sorry for all the lonely folks. I hope I can cheer you up. Oh, okay, there's a button. Okay, watch this. Watch my face. Okay, look how. We'll see how it works in the candlelight, but watch this right now. I just turned the retouch button on, and I look way the fuck better. Almost every well, until the last live I did, I didn't realize that button existed. Clearly, every other creator in the world hits that fucking button when they do a live because they're not dumb and they check what the buttons do. Yeah, the button makes you way the fuck cuter. I've been not using it all this time. Now it's on right now. I'm gonna turn it off again. Watch. Watch my face. It's fucked up. See? It goes back to being whatever the fuck, and now retouch is on. I'm gonna leave it on for my self-esteem sake. Yeah. Been off every single frickin' live I've done. And you know people are hitting that button. Of course they're hitting that button. As soon as I realized that button was there, I started hitting it. So, well, thank you. I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say, Brian. Um, yeah, I just like to hop on and chat sometimes. It's cool to be able to chat with people from all over, um, you know, all over the world and close by. It's very strange, actually. I might be a little obsessed with it because I keep hopping on live all the time recently, without much to say except hello sometimes. Yeah, but I had a long day at work, but it was mostly a good day. I had this event where the kids got to color flat like paint with paint markers, um, flower pots, and then plant seeds in them to take in their houses and grow their apartments and grow. Um, so that was really really nice, and a lot of kids came out and did it, boys and girls. Right, good way to make friends indeed. You know, there are some super nice people that I've spoken to on here, and then of course there's trolls every once in a while that get. And that's just dumb. I don't get why they don't just scroll. Like, if you don't want to hear me talk or you don't like me or whatever, I don't care, but just scroll, dude. You know what I mean? Scroll on your phone. It's fine. Yeah. My phone, it does not know how to react to this camera, so even though I'm not changing the candle, it's going like in and out of brightness. We'll say, is it brightening? Um, I don't know why I have the candle going. I just felt like it. Switching it up. And also, I don't have any sort of fancy lighting or anything, and I'm just in my kitchen, and um, it's just got a fluorescent light, which is not flattering. So I thought I'd try a candle. I don't know. Is everyone else's Friday night as semi-boring as mine? I just drank a Red Bull, and I feel like I should maybe drink another Red Bull, because there's a small one. Should I drink another Red Bull? Probably. Yes. All right. Well, I will. Oh, awesome, Brian. I'm glad you're a subscriber. I will probably bother you with my videos soon because sometimes I just make a bunch at once. I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you soon too. Bye. Bye, Brian Moore. um, wow, what a sweetie. Okay, that's one of the things I shouldn't bitch about, but that I got bitched about today at work was using too familiar of a term with a participant. But okay, two things. One, it was entirely appropriate for reasons I'm not going to get into. And B, I was a waitress for like 20 years. I call everyone in the entire freaking world hun or sweetheart or something of that nature. That is what I do. I cannot stop that. It's not going to stop. So they can say whatever they want. Whatever. And I wouldn't have written such a familiar term in an email, except email is the only way this guy has to communicate because his fucking phone's off unless he connects to Wi-Fi. So, yes, usually my emails are much more professional. So-and-so. Whatever. And the person was in crisis, so I was trying to... Whatever. I'm gonna shut my mouth. Stay positive, Tracy. Stay positive. I'm gonna drive my own self into smoking a cigarette in a minute. Yeah, my hair is a mess going all which ways because it just took it down from being up all day and I didn't brush it or anything. Would you like to see the lovely view outside my window? Oh, look, it's someone else's window. Awesome. Also, I don't think they like me. Or they like me too much because, I don't know, whatever. They get one of those, you know how people sometimes do that weird cut in their Venetian blinds where they can see you but you can't see them? Yeah. Fun motherfucker. Anyway. I wish there was a function by which I could see the names of the people that are in here. So I could say, hey, how are you doing? Instead of you having to write a chat. But I can only see the numbers, not names. You know what I mean? Unless you write something in the chat. So if you want to talk, write something in the chat. Because there probably is a way to see that, but I suck at technology. So I don't know how to do it at all. I do not. And I'm sorry, I am going to smoke a cigarette. Hey, Zeke. If I'm probably saying that wrong, but hello to you. How are you doing? How's your Friday night going? We're doing a little whole witchy candlelight frickin' thing here. Yes, that's what's happening. That's just why the light is all weird. You good? Where are you from on this great big earth? Hey, smiley face. Good to see you again. Hello, someone. Please do not start being trolly, okay? If you don't start being trolly, you can stay. Hey, Answorth. Hey, you're still here. Hello. Hello. I don't know what that abbreviation means. Philippines. Oh my goodness. Far away from me. I am in Minnesota. Okay, yes, you did apologize. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yep. Yep. We are hanging out by candlelight. From New York City. That's wonderful. I used to live on, in basically, God, I'm trying to remember what it was considered, but basically the East Village. Um, that was a long, long time ago, and I didn't live there for that long. I was going to school, right out of high school. I used to go to parties in Brooklyn on the subway in the time that I lived there. So I remember taking the subway to Brooklyn from lower Manhattan, but yeah. I went straight from the suburbs to New York City to Manhattan, and that was quite the transition that didn't work. Trying to move out of NYC. It is super expensive, and I was there in 2000. I mean, can't even imagine now. It's New York prices in frickin' Minnesota. I can't imagine what it's like in actual New York. I assume it's out of reach for the vast majority of people, as it was then, but on steroids, as everything seems to be these days. You know, I've been through Texas driving to LA, but never spent any time there. There you go. I'm gonna smoke that cigarette I mentioned earlier. So I'm gonna open the window. Even though I don't really feel like getting chilly. I'm gonna not blow it out the window. So yeah, I was showing my lovely view. Oh look, it is another person's house looking directly into mine. Well, apartment, whatever. Yeah. I worked a 10-hour day today, so I am tired. Plus, I can make myself look like all sorts of things with this candle. Do the Jack Nicholson stare. How do I get that? I'd have to move the camera angle. That. Yeah, that's the grand everything of my acting skills. I don't know nothing. Except I need a haircut. It's got a whole bunch of split ends. Yep. What is everybody doing tonight? Or whatever time it is where you live. It is night where I live, obviously. I feel like I should have more witchy things out than just the candle. Ooh, here's a witchy thing right here. Actually. Ooh, don't set your hair on fire, Tracy. Okay, so. Which is a deceased rose that I keep in a vase because I'm a witch. Now, I'm not any practicing religion, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty witchy. You know what I mean? Oh, look. You know that Leonard Cohen song about the thin gypsy thief with the rose in her teeth? Love doing that. Anyway. Go back where you belong, Rose. Thank you. Life's a bitch and then you die. Yep. But in the meantime, you can do cool shit like put on strawberry colored fake nails that cost like $2. So hurry for that. It's only 10:30 p.m. where I live, but for me that's super late. But I'm kind of trying to enjoy my Friday night by staying up a bit late. I have so much to do this weekend, chore-wise. Laundry, laundromat. I hate the frickin' laundromat. Next place we live, we are having laundry. It's a must. Laundromat sucks. Oh, the laundromat sucks. Life is a test. Yes, I think it is. A test I have not passed many times, and perhaps I'm being forced to do penance for that for the rest of my life. But half my family's Catholic, so maybe that's where I get that idea. I also did make very, very poor life decisions in my early adulthood and mid adulthood. Never. For some people, he is. I mean, 37. I don't think you're 37. I think you're younger than that. Um, my advice is to probably wear sunscreen because I didn't, now I'm all wrinkly. That's my advice. Also, my other advice is that the phrase YOLO never goes out of style, and you should just use it in conversation as much as you can and make decisions based on it. YOLO. That is why. I see. Thank you, Zake. That is very sweet of you. Thank you for subscribing. I come on and do silly little chats fairly frequently because I don't know why. I don't know why. But I might drink another Red Bull. No, I shouldn't. I don't know. It's 10:30, but yeah, to me that's super late because I generally wake up at 4:30 in the morning. So, can I sing something? Hustle War says, I wish I could. I am tone deaf. I love to sing, like when I am alone and such, but I cannot sing in tune to save my life, which is sad. I would have loved to be a singer, but wouldn't everyone, I guess. God bless you always, also, Zake. Mhm. Oh, we're looking at the poor man's window again. Good thing he always has his blinds closed with this little peeky hole there. Lord knows what's happening. I don't care. I don't care. I'm sure he thinks I'm quite interesting. Or boring but odd. That's a better way to put it. I would think. Sorry. Sorry about the smoking. I know it is a filthy habit. I really do. But I tried switching to e-cigs and I have asthma and that stuff effed up my lungs. It really did. I kept getting really sick. What we're chatting about? Just how our Friday nights are going. I posed the question, are you alone or are you lonely? You know what I mean? Because they're two very different things. And sadly, most people answered lonely. And that makes me want to cheer them up. Indian Army. Oh, that's interesting. Alone, right? That's what I'm feeling tonight, Stuart. Like I'm alone, but I am not lonely. And you can certainly be both. Yep. Possible to be both at the same time. Um, it is so nice to see y'all here. Hi, JR Official. I meant to say your name. I feel it would be very rough life to be in any army. Very rough life. Yeah. I have known a couple soldiers rather closely. Um, and yeah, what little they were willing to tell me was horrific. So, on that note, supposedly the United States Army no longer keeps track of snipers' body counts. That's bullshit. Can verify they do keep track of the number that you supposedly killed. Stuart says, lost my wife 16 years ago, but never feel lonely. Well, I'm glad you never feel lonely. That's a that's a blessing. That's wonderful. Because I know being lonely is a really, really hard thing to feel for anyone. And I've been there, so I want to cheer people up. And I'm moving the candle, so there's less chance I set myself on fire. I say less chance because the chance is never zero. That's why I have these little short hairs sticking out right here. Yes. I'm sorry that you lost your wife, Stuart. I really sincerely am. I lost uh, my only brother almost 9 years ago, and grief, there's nothing that can really explain it, is there? You know? It stays with you forever. Right? If we live long enough, we all lose someone. It's sometimes I feel like it's the lucky ones that go early because then they don't have to live long enough to see their loved ones die. It is. It's life. It's death. It also is what it is because you sure as fuck can't change it. That's sure. I can verify you can cry until your eyes bleed, but it ain't bringing anybody back. Interestingly enough, I can barely cry anymore. Like, I can sort of cry, but I can't physically fully cry. And that is really unpleasant. But I feel like I kind of cried all the tears for my brother, and there's none more to come out. I don't know what. It's blocked. All blocked. Any color, gender, age, exactly. It's very strange that way when you start to fully realize that. Makes things kind of scary. To me, anyway. I'm grabbing a Red Bull. Let's get that Red Bull together. In the dark. In the light. The candlelight. Cute from this angle, but it's not where I'm sitting, is it? Nope. Maybe if I set it over here. No, it's just darker. What nationality are you? Mostly white. A small amount, either Dakota or Lakota native. But yeah, mostly white and raised in white culture and all that. Sleep is similar to death, yes. I think that is why depressed people long for sleep. But I'm no therapist or doctor or whatever. Ah. Anyway, I've been on here for almost half an hour. I should probably do something sensible like make art or go to sleep. Not go to sleep, I just opened a Red Bull. Shit. Make art. That's what I should do. That's what we should all do. Or just get real witchy with your night. Put on a candle, get out some frickin', I don't even know what, rocks, crystals, do some shit. Good night, everyone. Good night, someone. Um, yeah, I gotta decide what exactly I'm gonna do. Art's my only idea. Alright, me and the candles are gonna wish you a good night. First, I'm gonna blow out one. And then I'm gonna blow out the other. And we shall go. Good night.